Welcome to another installment of 5 Things for Your RV, where we look at projects and products that are useful yet don't require a full video to explain. Well, I ran across this nifty little gadget the other day. Comes in a little case. And it consists of an adapter to go from an auto accessory to battery cables, an auto accessory jack, and there's a control unit here. And this is a 4-foot piece of strip LED, and it is in a waterproof case. Also, it is inside of clear plastic with a ballistic nylon backing sleeve. It has 4 Velcro strips, 4 foot long. And as well, it has clips on the end. And I bought the deluxe version, by the way. They have a single color version that's just white. I bought the deluxe version that is white or yellow, and yellow is supposed to reduce the attraction of mosquitoes. And what I plan on using this for is when I open the kitchen lifts up in such a way that it kind of creates a spot that I can just hang this. So either I'll hang it there or I'll hang it on our kitchen awning. And the only limitation really is that you have to have access to a DC plug in your RV, which I have installed in the kitchen area, so I'm all set there. However, I also purchased a wall adapter with the same outlet. And this, by the way, is a 2-amp adapter. And this is a touch dimmer. So you push it once, we get yellow. Push again, it turns off. Hold it down, it dims. And then we get white plus yellow, or yellow. In this photo, I have simply looped the strip over the compartment door and secured it with a bungee cord. In reality, you could use this light strip wherever you need an emergency lighting and have access to a battery, such as changing a tire at night. And speaking of bungee cords, if you have not figured it out yet, I like to be organized in the RV, and that includes these Bison Bungees. And there's really nothing special about these bungees. You know, they just come in a nice little kit, and we have some little dinky ones all the way up to good sized ones, and kind of everything in between. So I just like to keep these in its own little package, stuffed away in the RV. This is a nice little thing to make. These are made out of bungee cord, and they can be used to tie anything together. In the small size, you can use them to organize power or USB cables. In the medium size, perhaps you could hold a bundle of tent stakes. And in the large size, you could hold a garbage bag inside of a garbage can. For example, if you have a hank of wire, you can put these in the wire and just kind of organize them a little bit. You simply make the size you need. First, I start out with 1/8 inch paracord. However, this is a bungee version, so it's basically elastic. And I'll just cut a hank off. You could just put a torch on the ends to keep them from unraveling. So one thing you can do is just to tie a knot in the end of each one. Like that. And then you get your keeper. And by the way, these are made in all different sizes. So you have to make sure and get the one for 1/8 inch if you're using 1/8 inch like this. Some of these have a single hole. Some of them have 2 holes. Single holes are easy to use because you can tie these cord ends in first and then just put that in. Now you've got a cord keeper. And for about $10 you can make probably 30 of these. However, what I like to do is I also buy these little zipper pulls, and these are designed to take a paracord and wrap it around the zipper and then make an end. You don't even have to do anything to the ends here. You just place both ends into the device and then just close the cover. And you'll want to squeeze the end. And I found these cool pliers. These are like regular pliers except they have nylon jaws so they don't mar. And of course this probably doesn't matter for something like this, but if you're trying to squeeze something together that could get scratched, these are kind of nice. And then you simply do the same. You just open the adjuster and there you go. And so this not only looks better, but you have an end here that you grab onto when you want to tighten it. You know, we always carry a real cheap tarp with us for things like covering up firewood or any little miscellaneous thing. And this is a 5x5 tarp, you know, just the right size for camping. And the nice thing I like about it is that there is a cord that goes all the way around the hem. And I only paid maybe $5 for this thing, so it wasn't very expensive. And I'll put a link in for it. I bought it at a store called Meyer, which if you're from the Midwest, you know what that is. The only real problem with these things is they're really kind of a pain to get folded up and get put back into storage. So I bought three different types of stuff sacks. And I will try to see which one works the best with the tarp. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 different sizes of camp sacks, and these are not compression sacks. I'll see what works out the best. So I've wound up my 6x6 tarp here. I'm thinking this orange one might work just fine. Yeah, that's perfect. And it's got a little drawstring. So there we go. This is going to be so much easier to store than otherwise. Not bad. And then I got some extra bags for other things as well. And finally, I need to do an update of 5 Things episode 28. In that episode, I bought this ultrasound transmission gel to help couple the Mopika ultrasonic LP tank monitor sensors to the bottom of the tank. Well, since then, I've discovered on the Mopika website that for $4 you can get 4 small vials of the same stuff. Well, this wasn't bad. This was around $10, but I have more than enough for my lifetime, where these are cheaper, and that's all you really need. The one issue may be shipping. Shipping costs may be more than what you pay for them, and where this, if you go on Amazon and get this shipping free, so perhaps this is still the best way to go. Just realize we have another alternative.